Another question would be, where does our beloved robot that two humans are fighting over, siblings or not, where does this beloved humanoid robot live? Yeah, with one or the other. Again, remember today, I know it's difficult. Today, divorce, where does the child live? Yeah, with the mother most of the time. But then over the weekends, the father can pick it up and then it has to live with the father, regardless of whether it wants to do so, for 2 or 3 days. So all these solutions might also be applicable to the problems that I'm talking about in this video. But let's stay a little bit in the human world, which will be very similar to the human with humanoid robots world of the future, much more similar than most people imagine today. Humanoid robots will be seen as almost humans in the future because they are so close to us. We will definitely see humanoid robots living by themselves somewhere. Super interesting subject for a future video. How does a robot who does not live with a human live by him or herself? Itself, sorry. How? How does a robot apartment look like? Where does a humanoid robot sleep if he or she or it doesn't live in the household of humans? Very interesting, very interesting. Now, for the time being, let's just say our fought over robotic sibling of our fighting human brother and sister, whatever, lives by itself. So then, either, dear AI judge, I want the lovable, loved, sought after humanoid robot sibling of mine to visit me in my apartment for the exact time that you, dear judge, your honor, okay, have assigned to me. Okay, ding dong, ding dong. Ah, there you are, my dear robot brother. Come sit, let's talk. Great, no problem. But maybe I have the right to visit my robot brother in his apartment. Okay, we have not talked about who is financing this apartment. Why does this apartment exist in the first place? But let's say there might be an apartment for some reason that is lived in by my robot brother. Does he have roommates? Yeah, it's a 3-bedroom apartment and he might have 50 roommates. What? Yeah, invisible roommates. Because these roommates don't roam around when I visit. And these roommates don't each have a huge walk-in closet with thousands of clothes, because robots might share clothes. And these roommates might, yeah, where are they? Maybe, for some reason, they might be employed as anonymous people, giving the impression of crowd, pedestrians, just walking to and fro. Maybe they are not in the apartment, but maybe the apartment has something like a garage or an attic where, like Dracula in a nice little casket, all these 50 roommates are just, waiting for their few hours of being visited by their human siblings who have the need to meet with them, chat and have a cup of coffee. Do we know? We don't. Is it possible? Yes, even likely. What happens if I live in Europe and my human sister lives in America? And we both fight about this particular robotic brother. Yeah. So either the brother robot is transported by, doesn't need a seat, doesn't need first class or business, it's enough to transport it by cargo. Or a copy that only lasts for the few days or hours of the planned visit is being 3D printed wherever it is required to show up and act as the good old buddy, or in our case, sibling. Maybe printing this, whatever individual parts, is cheaper than the air ticket, even when it's air cargo. I don't know. However, I predict that the future will see and need dozens of new solutions for challenges and problems that none of us see today when we talk about the introduction of lovable humanoid robots. It will be super interesting, and I really regret that I'm a little too old to see it happen. And I'm sorry for you that probably you also won't see it happen, except if you are rich enough to get yourself deep frozen and then hundreds of years later start living again after leaving a sophisticated version of a microwave oven.